This guy went viral not too long ago. Warren Smith. This is a video when a student asks about J.K. Rowling. This happens.
So these guys want to talk about J.K. Rowling? Is that so? What's going on with that? What do you want to know?
Uh, she's had a pretty controversial past. I just want to know, like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, do you still like her work despite her bigoted opinions?
So let's get specific though. Let's define bigoted opinions. What opinions are bigoted? We're going to treat this as a thought experiment. I'm not going to say what's right or wrong or what way to think. The whole point is to learn how to think, not what to think.
Yeah.
So when you say bigot, you're starting with the conclusion that given her bigoted opinions.
Yeah.
So first,
her,
let's start with, does she have bigoted opinions? So when you say bigoted opinions,
she has had a history of being extremely transphobic, I've heard.
hey, you've heard. So what? Can you give me an example?
If you look at her Twitter, I think you could see a few things. If you want, I could try and find
see
something.
if you can find. See if you can find one.
So, one of these tweets that she came out with in 2019, she said, "Dress however you please, call yourself whatever you like, sleep with any consenting adult who will have you live your best life in peace and security, but force women out of their jobs for stating that sex is real."
So you find that bigoted? What do you find about?
It was.
Did you catch that?
To me, it sounded like she was very open and
Tolerant.
tolerant of whomever you want to be or be with.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, though.
It was deemed transphobic. I myself,
Do you find that transphobic yourself?
I don't really have an opinion on it, but I'm just going with what a lot of other people have said.
So let's pause there. Let's not go with what other people are saying. Let's try and learn how to critically think. So let's analyze the tweet ourselves. So that statement, do you see anything problematic? Disregarding other people's opinions.
I didn't find anything problematic.
She did try and pin some things on a specific group of people.
Where does she do that? Can you read that?
But force women out of their jobs for stating that sex is real.
So when I hear that, I'm interpreting that as meaning if a woman says that, saying that there's a difference between men and female and then being attacked as transphobic, I think that's what she's saying by attacking someone for stating that sex is real.
That is exactly what she's saying.
Is that transphobic to you?
So, to me, no. Stating that sex is real is not transphobic. It's just a fact of life. It exists.
So is there anything you disagree with in that tweet?
In that tweet, I can't really see anything that I myself disagree with, but I can see why some people would think, oh, this is offensive. We can't have that here or something, because
Sure.
there's no...
So, I mean, he's making the dude accountable.
Yes.
So that's impressive.
Yes. And teaching someone to critically think, someone that automatically just follows the status quo, or as he said, I forget exactly how he said it, but judging by what everybody else thinks, that's what I should follow. Like, that's just...
Yeah, but what do you think?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
apology tweet.
Let's read that. What did she say there? I haven't read that.
I respect every trans person's right to live any way that feels authentic and comfortable to them. I'd march with you if you were discriminated against on the basis of being trans. At the same time, my life has been shaped by being female. I do not believe it is hateful to say so.
You see anything problematic there?
She's apologizing, so no, not really. If I could read it again.
It sounds like a very similar statement as what she was just saying. She's basically saying, like, I have nothing, to me, this is what I interpret it as, I have nothing against someone being trans.
Exactly.
Live your life, but you just don't get to impose on you can live how you want, I can live how I want.
Yeah,
And let's all,
exactly.
So I guess now that we're looking at it like, oh, there's not much difference between me or her, do you think it's fair that that she's being attacked by a large group of people and people are calling her, like you said, at the beginning of this conversation, you said, given the fact that J.K. Rowling is transphobic, how do you feel about Harry Potter? Now, retroactively looking at that statement, do you think that that was the best way to phrase?
No, I feel like an idiot now.
It's okay though, but this is why we do this, to learn how to think.
There's been like so in my class specifically, it's like in our class, there's been quite a few people in there who have been saying like, oh, she's transphobic. I've not, like, until today, I haven't really thought about it because I just believe like, oh, there's 5 people saying it. It must be correct.
True.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. That was great.
Herd mentality.
Yes. You can't believe everything you hear and read. Seriously.
Oh, yeah. So you can see this guy was featured on the news. He went viral. You know, he's got various people reacting to him. But the fact that that is enough to go viral, like just somebody teaching a student how to think critically, and not question things and not take things at, at surface value. It's unreal that is warranting of a viral clip when that's that rare, that special, that uncommon of a trait to think critically. It's wild.
It is, because I honestly, that tweet that he first read to me was, people will be who they are, and I'm going to respect their decision to be who they are. I'm not judging anybody, and there's nothing wrong with it. You have to live the authenticity that you believe in yourself. Period. I mean, that's not transphobic to me. That's not even close to being transphobic.
Well, it's kind of going full circle to what I was saying the other day. A lot of the people that are overly sensitive to these things, they get into it and they get to a point where instead of learning how to adapt your own mentality to adequately survive the world, a lot of people expect the world to modify around them. And when the world does not or refuses to modify its actions and thoughts and behavior around this person, then it becomes you're phobic to whatever minority group they happen to belong to.
People are people, and I don't think anybody should judge anybody. Just don't force it on me. It's like being very religious. I'm not going to judge anybody or condemn anybody for being, holier than thou. Just don't force it on me.
Right. And don't. But then again, it also comes with, you've heard the phrase holier than thou, where a lot of people that are, I've felt this personally myself, a lot of people that are religious act almost in a superiority of somebody that's not religious. Have you ever experienced that?
Oh, yes. And then there's those very religious church-going people that are evil,
Right.
that you can go to church on Sunday and pray your heart out, but then Monday when you run somebody off the road or flip somebody off or be hateful.
Right, but that's kind of what I'm saying is like these people that feel this special case, so I'm X, Y, or Z, I'm this special case. I have this many privilege points, whatever it may be. They get this sense of I'm better because I know about this movement, this trend, I'm part of this special cause, it's I feel a lot of that from a lot of these people that are overly sensitive and trying to modify the world around them.
Well, again, one of my favorite saying is, say what you mean what you say. I mean, don't say something to please somebody or to fit in. If you don't believe it, don't say it. And then you're going to think before you say things.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that. I mean, you've taught me that lesson since I was a child, of course. But at the same time, that is so back asswards to this all instant gratification, all me, instant everything generation where it's just spew out nothing. Like that's what I feel like everybody does. They want to spew out random jargon, random BS that they do, or they maybe they take a picture of something, or you know, whatever they're interested in, and they spew this out, and they expect the participation award from it that has been ingrained in them for the last few years. Just everybody expects everything and feels like they deserve everything.
Be nice. Just be nice.
That's a golden rule. Treat as you want to be treated, right? I believe
Yeah.
that's a golden rule. All right. Well, any final thoughts on this one, Mom?
No. Again, just be nice.
Be well. Be well to one another.
Stay happy.
Yes. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to do a favor and drop a like and subscribe. Mom?
Hey, it'd be great if you did.
Cheers, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.